This is section 5.5. We're going to use inequalities in a triangle. We're going to relate side length and angle measure. The longest side of this triangle is this red side, and the largest angle is this angle right here. The shortest side on this triangle is this blue one, and the smallest angle is this blue one. What relationship does this angle have with this side? What relationship does this side have with this angle? Well, it's not a coincidence. The longest side is across from the biggest angle. The shortest side is across from the smallest angle. Here's a couple theorems. Theorem 5.10 tells you that if one side of a triangle is longer than another side, then the angle opposite the longer side is larger than the angle opposite of the shorter side. So if you're just looking at this one triangle, you know that this side is 8 and this side is 5. Well, 8 is bigger than 5. So what that means is that the angle that's across from here, angle C, has to be bigger than the angle that's across from here, angle A. So even though we don't know angle C or angle A, we know that angle C is bigger than angle A. Theorem 5.11 is the converse of that. It tells you if you know two of the angles, if this guy's bigger than this guy, then this side that's opposite of the bigger angle is going to be longer than this side that's opposite of a smaller angle. So segment BC is going to be longer than segment AB. So here's some reworded theorems for this section. If two sides of a triangle are not congruent, then here's what you know. The largest side is across from the largest angle. The smallest side is across from the smallest angle. And the side that's in the middle is opposite of the angle that's in the middle. And obviously the converses are true also. So we know the larger angle is across from the larger side. The smallest angle is across from the smallest side. And then that angle that's in between is opposite of the side that is in between in length. Let's try this out with some examples. List the angles in order from smallest to largest. Notice how we don't even know the angle measures. These are side lengths. We're going from smallest to largest. So my smallest angle is going to be across from my smallest side, which would be this guy. Across from the smallest side is the smallest angle. So angle B is definitely the smallest angle. The next smallest side has the length of 8. It's across from angle A. So angle A is the medium measure angle. And then this guy that has a length of 10, that's across from the biggest angle, angle C. So even though we don't know those measures, we can definitely put these in order. Angle B is the smallest, angle A is next smallest, and angle C is definitely the biggest. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a compound inequality to show smallest to largest. So I'm using less than signs. Angle B is less than angle A, and that's less than angle C. If you want to just put commas there, you can do that too. Next one, we're going to list the sides in order from largest to smallest. The largest side is going to be across from the biggest angle. This guy, that's the biggest angle. So across from that would be segment LN. That's the biggest side. The next biggest angle is this one. So across from it would be segment MN. And then your smallest side is across from the smallest angle, segment LM. Now, since we're going largest to smallest, I'm going to point my inequalities the other way. So this is telling me this is bigger than this, and this is bigger than this. Greatest, smallest, in between. I didn't know the measures of those sides, but I know which one's the biggest and the smallest. Here's a standardized test practice question. Here's a stage prop. You are constructing a stage prop that shows a large triangular mountain. The bottom edge of the mountain is about 27 feet long. The left slope is 20 feet long, and the right slope is 24 feet long. You are told that one of the angles is about 46 degrees and one is about 75 degrees. What's the angle measure at the peak of the mountain? So notice how they only give you two angles, and they're asking you for this one. And I don't know if that's the one we have or if it's the one we don't. So we know there's 180 degrees in a triangle. That's a horrible 180. If we take away 75 and then take away 46, what does that leave us with? So I'm going to type in 180 minus 75 minus 46, and that's going to give me 59 degrees. That's my third angle. Notice how that's not bigger than the 75. So this is my biggest angle. And notice how that is the biggest side. So across from the biggest side better be the biggest angle. We'll talk about this next video.